Hey everybody, welcome to Aroma Chat. I have my lovely British breakfast tea right here that I discovered on my first visit to Scotland. I've got some sparkling water. I've got a bottle of regular filtered water. We are good to go. I have my diffuser in the background with a couple of drops of blood orange and a couple of drops of Moldovan lavender. And I'm ready to invite my friend Jennifer into the chat room. I purpled my hair yesterday, and Jennifer is the owner of Heaven and Earth Aromatherapy, and we're going to be talking with her today about her new business. She had to pivot very, very hard during COVID, so I'm hoping that our time together will be a great encouragement for her, and that as soon as you get the opportunity, you'll head over, follow her on all the platforms, and help promote her as she works to build her new business. Hey.
Hi, can you hear me okay?
I can. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm doing well. Tell us a little bit more about who you are and why you're doing what you're doing. I know your story, but I really want to share it with everyone else.
Okay. I'm a 15-year yoga professional. First and foremost, that's how I got my start in the CAM industry. I was really excited about being able to blend in a holistic way of living that correlated with who I could be professionally. So I've done yoga trainings, yoga retreats, and then I owned my own yoga business. And I still do own my own yoga business. We'll talk about that in a second. But I've owned my own yoga business for around 12 to 13 years. And then I had studios for 7. The studios were wonderful for raising kids because they could come to work with me. We had one place to be. But now with COVID hitting, I have permanently closed my location where I had my studio and my massage and my aromatherapy office. Now I'm back home. I don't mind working from home because the kids are a little bit older now and they do go with their dad and I get my quiet moments to be with clients. It's a little bit more convenient being at home. I have my aromatherapy products right on hand so we can run an oil, we can talk about aromatherapy, we can talk about yoga, we can do whatever we want to do, everything in one place, which I really enjoy. And I'm in school full time. So getting my master's degree in the science of aromatherapy, and I'll be the only person in the state of Ohio that has obtained this graduate level of education in aromatherapy. So I'm really passionate about sharing that information. I have a little Facebook page where I'll run some videos and things like that, and I'm excited about making diffuser blends right now. Very simple. I love talking to clients one-on-one and just hearing now what they need and being able to take the yoga, the mindfulness, the meditation, and aromatherapy and blend them all together.
So I'm going to stop you for just a second. So business owner, mom.
Yes. Single mom.
Business owner, single mom, school full-time.
Yes.
Schooling your children full-time.
Yes.
Who are you and why aren't you wearing your cape? Because for reals, my word, that's inspirational.
And I'm busy creating three websites right now as well.
Free. I heard free.
Yes.
I was like, wait a second.
They will be free to you to go on, but 3 websites.
Because I know what it takes to build a website, and I'm sitting here thinking, why would you do that for free?
So I have a creative goddess friend who has built all of my websites, but we will meet and really discuss my vision and my goals, and she literally turns it into what exactly is up in my noggin. So the websites I'm working on are really geared towards women, and I know you know me pretty well. I love working with women, and I am a certified doula, but I don't really practice. I just sort of help now. But I'm going to have a pregnant goddess website for women with yoga education on it, tips, yoga classes, and now aromatherapy. And then I'm going to have all of my yoga stuff housed on more of a women-specific website. So it's going to be Women Yoga Moon, which will be very much about the ritualistic practice of yoga and how we can really be creative when we practice yoga with all of the things that inspire us. Like I want my aromatherapy in my practice space. I want my crystals. I want a coral color mat because it really inspires me. Or I'm a minimalist and I just want to be outside in nature, whatever. I want this sort of hub where people all over over the world can get in touch with like-minded people in this community. And then, of course, the aromatherapy business is also going to have its own little house as well. So we've got this sort of triage of things that I'm good at doing and very, very passionate about. And then I'll never get bored. I mean, who wants to get bored?
The passion is so important, right?
Right.
I have built my own websites, and I was actually just telling my husband last night, I was like, I am so tired because I spent the entire day on the computer yesterday working on my website and back end stuff and all this stuff. And I said to him, I said, if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life.
Right. It's
I do
true.
not love building websites. That was
no.
a lot of work.
That's why you pay a professional to do that stuff for you. Because who wants to do that, right?
Yes, it's so worth it. If you can hire someone to do it for you and bring your vision to life for you, by all means, hire someone to do that. It's worth every penny.
It is. It is. Oh my gosh.
Oh, well, you need a cape when you're walking around your house. That's all I have.
Yeah.
You need a cape.
I'm very lucky to do what I do. Very lucky, very happy and very lucky, even with all the changes this year. You can't complain when you have the tools and the skills. I mean, I've spent 13 years teaching people these tools and skills on how to cope, on how to be mindful, on how to be positive, on how to see all the positive that you have in your life. And there, of course, are dark moments where you're like, oh my God, what am I going to do? But all I can tell you is one door closes, another opens. And as long as you believe that you've got guides backing you up, you're good. Yeah. You're absolutely good. Little angels live everywhere,
For sure. So that's exciting. So a doula, I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah. Yes, I was very passionate after the birth of my 10-pound son. And I had a natural childbirth that was incredibly difficult and really did a number on my body that yoga was actually hurting me at the time rather than helping me. And I kept thinking, what can I do for women so they don't get themselves in this situation? If they want to have their babies naturally, we should really be promoting natural childbirth. And I had no idea what a doula was. And I'm like, man, I need to get me one of those. And I did have one when I had my daughter. It was a much easier birth. But yeah, we really need that spiritual assistance around birth. We need that physical assistance and that mental ability to have someone help you hold space, especially with baby number one when you have no idea what's about to happen.
Right. You're pretty amazing. I mean, I already knew that, but I'm glad that whoever watches this video is going to have that opportunity to realize as well.
I don't know how to take compliments. I don't know what to do with myself. So thank you.
That's exactly what you do. That is exactly what you do. You look at the person and you say, thank you. Even if on the inside you're going, you're insane. Just say thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's fabulous. Doula, aromatherapist, yoga instructor. So that is actually a really nice trio of complementary modalities. I can see how all three of those would just weave together in a beautiful rope that's so strong. So strong. What is the most common problem that you find people seek you out for? And is there a way that you have already been able to intertwine those three modalities together?
It is always stress relief and anxiety. When COVID started, the heaven and earth, that's my aromatherapy business stuff, really got going. And the number one thing people asked for help with was always stress relief, anxiety. I'm working from home. My life is disrupted. The kids are always around. I'm trying to homeschool. Everything's changed. Or people are handling the change well, but their coworkers weren't handling it well, or their spouses and their live-in partners. Right. So even though they're okay, it's all coming at them. Number one has been stress relief and anxiety. Absolutely. Even for pregnant goddesses. Nobody knows how to cope and understand stress anymore. It's impacted 80%, they say, of the doctor's visits nowadays are connected to stress and anxiety.
Well, I feel like we live here now, stress level.
Yeah.
It used to be very low when we had a more agrarian society and we weren't rushing all the time, but now like stress is here, so we think this is normal. Our bodies know it's not normal, but we think that's normal. So when we start to feel stress, we're probably already here, and our body is so overloaded and has so many of those stress hormones rushing through our body, it's causing so much disease, because we know that disease happens in a state of stress.
Yes.
Wow. And it's amazing because I was just thinking, we're home. You would think I'm home, I can relax. But now people are home and they're stressing out. Our homes
Yeah.
have become a stress center.
Yeah, and space, I think, is an issue, noise, the partner being around all the time, because I think a lot of times people had that ability to get away, and now they're constantly cohabitating, and you're restricted on where to go and how you can get out.
We have been married for 30 years. I think I have seen my spouse, honestly, more in the last 6 months than in the last 29 and a half years, because he was, we were military. So he was deployed, or he was at work 8 to 10, 12, 14 hours a day, and we would see each other for little pockets of time. And he's here all the time now. And the great thing is we actually laugh and enjoy each other. So I'm finding this to be enjoyable, even though it's stressful.
That's good though. You could write like a little partnership book next or something.
Oh my gosh. Woo! Okay, so we talked about the fact that you had to close your yoga business and you're moving more toward an online presence. So what was the hardest thing in doing that?
Losing contact with people. Before with the studio, you had the database to kind of prompt you on who's missing, who haven't I seen for a while, who have I heard from. So now I'm developing more of a social media presence, which I'm trying to create a way, I should say. It's not draining unless I make it. Trying to create a way that's not draining on me. I do enjoy posting in oil and seeing all this response around making a diffuser blend. Like I just posted a fall rehab diffuser blend.
Right.
And I spent all night the other night after the kids went to bed blending and getting these blends created. And then all these people showed up to pick them up yesterday, which was such a joy. But the challenge is you are in charge of constantly creating something that you don't even know there's a demand for, because you're not around people anymore. I'm not at the studio having people come up and say, what's in the diffuser? I really want to buy that. Or, hey, can you make this for me? I'm prompting them to now I have to find out exactly what they need. So my best friend was the one who was like, you better make a pumpkin spice blend. And I'm like, pumpkin spice with essential oils. And then I'm like, well, I can come up with something a little more cozier. And I did. And I'll tell you, they love it. They absolutely love it. So that's cartwheeling into other ideas for me right now too. But that's really a challenge, is you are really coming up with it all on your own right now.
But I think it's great. You already had a core group of people who know you, what you do. So that I think probably helped a little bit maybe in the transition to moving to working out of home instead of having a studio. So that's really nice that you had that.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. And are they responsive on your social media sites? Are they posting? Are they commenting?
So what I've noticed, Melissa, and I don't know if you've noticed this, is my Facebook business page is so slow. Like I'll get like 4 likes, but the personal page, I'll get 50 likes on a product, and then I'll be somewhere between 10 and 15 orders for a product, which will prompt usually additional orders too. So it'll be like, post it to the personal page, the 10 people post, and then I'll also get like a private message like, hey, can you make me, I'm starting to do some mask sprays. Okay. So really paid attention to how much dilution, tried on masks myself. Like what can freshen your mask, make you feel a little uplifted, but of course not make you sick, because we know we don't want to overexpose ourselves. Yeah. So people be like, hey, can you throw that in there too? So there's always that prompt to add on a product or make them a personal product. But it is a good thing that I have a core group of people, because if I didn't, getting this aromatherapy business off the ground would be incredibly challenging in this time without a storefront or a sandwich board out front waving my arms.
Right.
You have to have a core group of people that are interested.
Do you have a name for your core group of people? Like mine, I call them my inner circle.
Oh, that's really, really nice.
They get first information on everything that I do.
Do they?
Yeah.
Well, my problem is since shifting the software out of the studio software. So now I don't even have a newsletter platform right now, because I got rid of MailChimp a while ago, because I really would prefer a software company that I can be in touch with more. So I'm researching that now. So right now, my Facebook is my only way of getting in touch with people. And then I'm a phone caller. If I haven't heard from you, I will pick up the phone and be like, how you doing? Do you need a refill? I would say if I had a name for that group of people, I would call them my yoga bunnies right now. But now they're sort of switching to more of like my holistic goddess gals. You know, they're all about yoga and aromatherapy, and I'm very goddess oriented in my life. So whenever I do a goddess yoga class, meditation, they want it. They
Right.
want it.
Right. I love that, goddess gals.
Yeah, the goddess gals.
Amazing. That's amazing. I like that a lot. That's wicked cool.
You're a total goddess gal, Melissa. You're in that group.
Thank you. Thank you. You should start a private Facebook group just for your goddess gals where they get first everything.
First dibs. That's
Everything.
a really, really wonderful idea, and I thank you for the idea. I will definitely, I'm going to write that down.
Yeah.
Reaching for a pencil.
That's a writer downer right there. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, because I love the idea of those people who have invested in my business and invested in me, that they get first everything.
Right.
First
Right.
knowledge, first product, first whatever, first dibs on everything. And even if like later in the week it goes on Facebook, they had firsthand knowledge, which that's what I love. I love being able to make sure that they are treated very special. This is a question that's always kind of hard, especially for aromatherapists, because of how intimately acquainted we are with the products that we use and the plants that we love. But if you had to pick 3 that you could never live without, what would they be?
Number 1, therapeutically, would be tea tree oil.
Okay.
I have a blemish, a bite, a scar, a burn. I love astringent, clean smelling essential oils. And when I smell tea tree, I feel clean, I feel healed. It's really great for anxiety. A lot of people don't know that, but the New Zealand tea tree has had a lot of research done for the facets of anxiety. So it's not that great in a blend, but at the same time, the value of that oil. If I was on a desert island, I want tea tree oil with me. Selfishly, an oil that I would just smell over and over again, uncap that bottle and drink it. Tangerine.
Oh, yes.
I love tangerine. Does it have a ton of medicinal benefits? It's, your pretty common-based citrus oil. I like it because I work with pregnant women, and the citrus oils are far more gentler than most essential oils, the monoterpenes. So using any kind of citrus oils that are pretty much going to make everybody happy. And tangerine makes me happy, and it makes a lot of people happy. And it's easy to go in a blend. You can blend it with a ton of things. My third one is, again, because I love clean, and I like it when I shower or I take a bath. I feel that really uplifted clean. So I'm a mint girl. I would have said peppermint a few weeks ago, but now I've been working closely with spearmint a lot more. It's a lot gentler and is a lot more universal for people. And every time I've thrown it in a blend now, people love it. And I do too. They just keep like, what is that? So spearmint. And as far as the therapeutic actions that I'm in love with, I don't even know yet. I just love the smell of it.
Right.
And I know it's making me feel really uplifted and really energized and very clear-headed.
Very nice.
So yeah, those would be my 3. Is that weird? Is that like totally?
I think those are great. Yeah. And tangerine. Oh my.
Tangerine is a sexy oil, Melissa. It is like fun and sassy and happy.
I would say it's deep. It's deeper than a sweet orange. It's deeper.
It is.
It's got a lot more layers to it.
Yes.
Than just, oh, look, an orange.
Right. Right.
So that's really cool. I like that. And spearmint. Yes. I'm not a fan of peppermint, especially in a diffuser blend. I don't like it.
It takes over easily.
Yeah. And but then it disappears just as fast.
It does.
Right.
It does.
So it's like you're hitting the face and then it's gone and you're going, what just happened?
Right. But give me some mint and rosemary, like body scrub, and I'm a happy girl, or mint and tea tree. Actually, mint, tea tree, and spearmint. I wonder if mint, tea tree, and tangerine would be a good blend.
I was actually just looking at it going, you should do something there. Yeah, for sure. Maybe
I never thought of them.
Maybe one of your masks. That would be really invigorating.
Yes, fabulous.
Oh, woo. We're collaborating here. This is nice. Okay, so right now, in personally or professionally, what has got you very excited?
The websites are very exciting because Melissa, I don't have to work on them. I can just give Catherine my ideas and everything in my head that I'm seeing design-wise. And then sometimes I'll just be like online and I'll cut and paste pictures for her. And I'll be like, I love this color scheme, or I like this. And I know it's happening in the background. And one morning I will literally sit down at my desk. She won't even tell me. And I'll have an email, click here, and you open it and you're like, oh, and it's like Christmas.
That's what was in my head.
Yes. So I would have to say, because it's been so busy and there's been so much change, that it's really nice to not be driving the bus on that right now. Right. And I know all of that's waiting for me in the new year, because with school being such a heavy load this semester, having to really look forward to the new year, opening up all this change. I really want to have like a cocktail party where people come over and just smell oils and sit down, and hopefully that we're all in a safe space where people can come in and have a martini and steam thy new setup and all that. That's got me really excited. Just so 2021's got me excited.
I'm sure you've seen the memes on Facebook that say, can we just use 2020 as a cuss word now?
Exactly.
What
exactly.
2020 is going on here?
Right.
And I was
true.
thinking about it yesterday. Everybody last year, 2019, was like, oh, I can't wait for this year to be over. I can't wait for this year to be over.
Yeah.
And then 2020 happened. And,
yeah,
everybody is just reeling from everything that's been happening. And that's one of the things that I've always tried to tell people. Don't live for Friday. Live your life every day. Don't wait for Friday to get here to be excited. And I feel like that's what we did leading up to 2020, because every year people were like, I can't wait for this year to be over. I can't wait for this year to be over. Now we have something very tangible that we can reference as a crappy year. So the website is very exciting for you. It is exciting. 3 different websites. So is it going to be like a co-op?
My word for it is a hub.
Okay.
A hub. And my web planner's word for the logos it's a trilogy of logos and a trilogy of websites. So Women, Yoga, and Moon will be the hub. That's where you enter in, and you've got all these places to explore between Heaven and Earth and Pregnant Goddess, and then all the yoga stuff. So yeah, we're working on a subscription plan right now with a couple wonderful ladies who are wonderful yoga teachers, and we're going to have a little subscription and just see how it goes. And none of us really want to work too hard at this right now, because we don't know what people want and what it's going to do. So we just want to provide a service we think there's a need for, right. But we don't want to be exhausted and leaving our families, right now for long periods of time to film and do stuff. We're going to film it in our houses and just see how it goes.
Sure. Yeah. How can people find you? Right. So I kind of Googled this morning, and you don't exist yet.
No, all the websites are down, or not up yet, but awakenyoga.com still exists. That was the studio website. It's my temporary page where we're just kind of putting everything on it for now. And then Facebook is the best place right now, which is the Heaven and Earth Aroma Facebook biz page, or my personal page. Just search my name. And then Instagram is coming soon as well.
Yeah, because I looked on Instagram. I was like, there's no Instagram.
No, I'm hiding. Right now I'm in hiding. Like I said, I was trying not to overwhelm myself.
Those are wise words to leave people with. With everything that's happened for you, closing your business, moving online, building a trilogy.
Think they're best in threes.
That's going to be amazing. That's really going to be amazing. And I think intentionally moving forward is a beautiful thing. Yeah. You're not just haphazardly throwing stuff out there for people. It's going to be a complete thing when it launches.
Absolutely.
That's really amazing. You'll have to let me know what the hub site is going to be, so that I can link that below, so that when it does go live, people can visit there.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll get all that information to you.
Okay. I think that sounds great.
Yeah.
Do you have any other words of wisdom to leave people with? Because my word, I'm still marveling that you don't have a cape on.
I have to say to people, you have to be incredibly adaptive, and you have to practice non-attachment. So remember that life is an ongoing changing cycle. With each breath, everything changes. Within each moment in time, everything changes. So don't hold on. Don't hold on so tight. Just let things flow. You have a way of being that isn't going to change. The core of who you are is going to be consistent if that's who you are excited about being. And let everything else around you just swirl. You know, be the best person you can be and see what happens. The potential for living is unlimited.
The potential for living is unlimited.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Jennifer. I appreciate you. I appreciate what you're doing. I can't wait to see this when it launches. It's going to be amazing.
It's going to be fun, girlfriend. You'll probably be on there too doing something.
I'll be a goddess. I get to be a goddess.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Have a great evening. So that concludes this interview. I really hope you enjoyed this aroma chat, and I wanted to let you know that I have a free gift for you. It's my ultimate guide to diffusion. All you have to do is click the first link in the description below this video. If you enjoyed this interview, be sure to click the like button and leave a comment with requests for future interviews. I don't know every single aromatherapist on the planet, and you may have a connection with someone. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell so that you're always notified when new videos are uploaded. I upload a new aroma chat every other week to introduce you to other amazing aromatherapists. I'll see you in the next chat room.